Good morning, people. Sharing my thoughts, sharing my opinion, and to be fair, I think I've got a good point. Podcasts seem to be the new in thing. Everybody enjoys a good podcast, and if the podcaster is good enough, he can give you some great information, a good insight into a certain topic or a certain person. However, I'm starting to feel a little bit let down by some podcasters that seem to be using their platform for clickbait, and it's not necessary. Doing an interview is one thing, getting one side of the story is one thing, but to title the actual podcast, "This person exposed, finally exposed," that can be quite damaging, and I believe is very unfair. Now, I'm talking from experience. I've had this done to me. I have had up-and-coming podcasters that don't have followers, that want to gain followers, interview ex-employees, people that were once in my circle, and they've had to title their podcast Aaron Lambo Exposed. They've had to do that in order to get the clicks, to get the views. Now, the argument would be, well, why don't you just go on the same podcast and tell your side of the story? But what you got to understand is, maybe somebody in my position doesn't want to highlight that particular person, doesn't want to give them the attention, because where does it end? I start talking about them and I've just fallen into that trap. I've just made them famous. Somebody makes an accusation, somebody invents a story with the right title, gets people's attention. We choose to ignore it because it's nothing but bullshit. You don't give them the attention and automatically you become guilty. My point is this. I suppose I want to get a message to the podcasters out there, the up-and-coming ones especially. If you're starting to get a good name for yourself, starting to build a decent following, be known as somebody that's fair. I do enjoy a good podcast, but leave out the word exposed in the title. Leave that for documentaries like Panorama. You know, they build a series or a program or a documentary around investigators, evidence, you know, people that they've put in place to get to the bottom of the story. You're running a podcast, you've done a bit of Google researching, and that's as far as it's gone. I would like to see your opinion in the comments. Do you think I've got a valid point when it comes to podcasters, how they title their podcasts? Let me know in the comments.